Heavy volcanic ash covered villages in the Philippines. A naked protest was held in Spain. The world's biggest annual human migration has started to China. Here's our selection of the best pictures from this week's news. Lebanon's Week of Wrath protests. Lebanese protesters blocked major highways on Tuesday in what they said would be a week of wrath, demanding an end to a months-long political vacuum. Multiple journalists were injured on Wednesday. Villages covered in ash after a huge volcanic eruption. Villages in the Philippines were covered by a thick layer of ash after a volcanic eruption last Sunday. Donald Trump's impeachment trial begins. The U.S. House of Representatives voted to send impeachment charges against President Donald Trump to the Senate. Impeachment managers, appointed by House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, walked the charges to the Senate, which will hold the U.S. president's trial. Strikes continue in France despite government climb-down. France's crippling transport strike dragged into its 40th day on Monday despite the government's offer to temporarily scrap the most contested measure of the pension reform plans. Is the end in sight? Syria suffering. Almost 24 people were reportedly killed after airstrikes hit the outskirts of rebel-held Idlib, Syria. Japan marks quarter of a century since devastating earthquake. Japan marked the 25th anniversary of the devastating earthquake that killed more than 6,000 people and destroyed much of Kobe, Japan's western city. Activists bear all to make their point. A naked protest was staged in Madrid calling for a ban on leather and fur-in clothes. World's biggest human migration in China in the 40 days period, starting on the 10th of January, Chinese people come home to celebrate the Lunar New Year, making around 3 billion journeys, which is considered to be world's biggest human migration. Chinese New Year. Various celebration festivals and shows were underway in China to celebrate the New Year. Taekwondo in Pyongyang. North Korean officials exercised together on the first sports day of the New Year. Let's block ads. Why?